What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you put the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only. Not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what it do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen because you already know when I drop these videos, y'all get them notifications. It's going to be some information that's going to help you win, all right? And today we're going to be talking about credit fraud. Yes, credit fraud, because it's a lot of scams, fraud, and schemes going on. And a lot of people are starting to find loopholes and figure out that credit brings money. Credit allows you to get lump sums of money at one time. And we all know the point of scams, frauds, and all these different type of things that's going on is to get some money. Now, credit is the number one money game in the world. Everything revolves around credit, from cars, getting apartments, getting loans, credit cards, lines of credit. They check your credit for almost everything that you're doing in today's world. So with that being said, people after COVID-19 hit in 2019, a lot of people seen how all those people got PPP loans with different seeing how people got loans with PPP loans with fraudulent businesses with fraudulent information utilizing credit profiles, business credit profiles. And a lot of people said, okay, you can get lump sums of money utilizing credit. So what comes along with credit fraud is also pre-built CPNs. And a lot of people here, oh, I can sell CPNs. You can do this with a CPN. You can do that with a CPN. Not knowing or understanding what's really going on with a CPN. And a lot of people are getting tricked, duped, and getting jammed up because they're lacking the knowledge. And that's why I'm making these videos, because it's a lot of videos going on around YouTube, TikTok, of people saying, "Don't buy CPNs. This is my story how I went to jail using a CPN." And every person has basically used somebody else's identity, somebody else's information, somebody else's credit profile. And because of the lack of the knowledge, they got jammed up. People got to start understanding that CPNs and pre-built CPNs are two different things. Even we did a reaction video. Cops talking about, oh, CPNs are when they use a dead person's or deceased person's social security number. That's not even a CPN. People gotta start doing their research and stop going off what they hear, because there's CPNs and there's pre-built CPNs. Pre-built CPNs are when somebody is utilizing somebody else's identity credit profile. That's fraud. That's identity theft. That's why people go to jail. And that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're using. And that's why I'm making these videos, to keep people more aware of what they're out here buying so they won't get in these situations. CPNs are structured around that person's name who's utilizing it. So it's not going to be somebody else's information. It's not going to be have a credit profile on it. It's not going to be attached to somebody else. No, it's going to be a number that has not been issued. They use that number, they structure it, and now like everything's going to be the same except for the address and the number. So they're not using nobody else's information but theirs. People figure the problem is people want money now. Like, people want $100,000 yesterday. People want $20,000 yesterday or last week, so they in the rush to get it. And people see the time that you have to actually put into structuring a legit credit, credit profile number, vice versa, just using somebody else's because it's already structured. And that's why people use pre-built CPNs because they're in the rush to you get this car, get this more. You mainly see people getting apartments and cars with CPNs, and people got to start understanding you're utilizing somebody else's credit profile. Most people who are in a position to get cars, loans, and credit cards have their business set up the right way, meaning that they're monitoring their accounts, they have jobs, they're paying their bills on times. They're average citizen that's living in this world that's taking care of their business. So they're going to get alerts saying, "Hey, you a new account just was added on your account. Is this you?" And they go say, "What?" And they go check and say, "You got a $50,000 auto loan from this place in this city and state." They're like, "What? Never." And they're gonna call and say, "Hey, that's not me. That's fraud. That's somebody else." So then the car dealership is gonna call the person who's utilizing that other person's information and say, "Hey, come pick up your extra key," or "Hey, we got some extra documents we need you to sign. You'll be out of here in a quick second." They trick that person into coming and they call the police. They had the police waiting for them when they come and they go to jail because they committed fraud off of bogus information that people are giving people out here. And that's sad. We don't want to, I would never put anybody in a position to go to jail from utilizing somebody else's information, knowing that more than likely they're going to get caught because that person is going to get alert. That's just dumb. And people got to start understanding. So people saying, yeah, you got to, what's the credit score on it? It's a 670. That's a red flag. How does this credit profile already have a 670 credit score on it? How is that even possible? I just met you. You don't know me. You don't got my information. So how did you structure it? This is not structured around me. So now you got to now they get fake IDs with that person's information with your picture on it. So then when that person get caught, it's like, okay, this is not your information, but this is your picture. So you knew what was going on. You knew this was fraud. People got to start understanding. Vice versa, somebody using a credit profile that is their name, is their information. It's a big difference. So people got to start understanding why credit is so important because when people are using these CPNs or pre-built CPNs, not even CPNs, we go pre-built CPNs, they're utilizing somebody else's credit profile to get loans, credit cards, auto loans, cars, all these type of things. I did a reaction video when this woman was utilizing somebody's credit profile or identity to get credit cards. She was going opening up banks at different banks, and when she opened it up, she get a Visa signature card for like $8,000 and was just pulling off like $6,000 off each card, leaving a balance on there. Dude, she did it for like 3 cards, and she finally got caught like the third or the fourth time that she tried to do it because she was trying to do something like get some checks or something like that. Like she got too greedy utilizing somebody else's credit profile. See, people don't understand how powerful credit is. Credit will allow somebody who has their ducks in a row to get $1 million loan on the business side. A lot of people utilize credit to get rich. That's what's the point of credit, to utilize other people's money. Other people's money is the bank's money. That's to get a loan. Utilize that, invest it, start making profit, pay them back their money, and keep going. That's how people utilize it in real estate. They get loans to go buy houses, flip them, and make a profit off of them. That's how these real estate moguls are doing it. They started from the ground, little houses, and they start saving their money, investing it, flipping that until they got to $1 million houses, multi-million-dollar houses. Real estate and wholesaling. Cash, no cash, no credit. Just middleman in houses. This is why credit is so important. But the small-minded people in the world haven't matured their mind to understand that, so they want to do crackhead scams like check fraud and debit card, credit card fraud, and cloning cards, and just want to look cool and see and say they're actually doing something that everybody else is doing. That's so they could be in fit in the mix. Like, oh, you getting money like that too? Or that's the mind of an immature person because there's different levels of scams and fraud out here. It's a whole show called American Greed that you can go watch and see the different levels of fraud and scam. Those people, those white collar crimes that they're doing They're not doing no check fraud and credit card fraud. No, they okay, yeah, the $1 billion company credit card frauds, $1 billion company check frauds, ghost employees, Ponzi scheme. They doing different, whole different type of level of stuff. And like I said, this is all educational purposes only because and only not telling nobody to do anything, but I'm just giving y'all the real, giving y'all the spiel because this is real life things that's going on, and nobody wants to become a victim of any type of fraud or any type of scams. Because to be more aware is to be more woke, and if you're more woke, you know what's going on. You can see it before it happens, and you know how to prevent yourself. This the world Scamming is up 600 to 800% right now in the world, and a lot of people don't understand that it's a scam and fraud going on anywhere and everywhere that we see. We getting calls, we getting text messages, we getting emails, we getting bots calling us, we getting so much going on that they even added a feature on iPhones to silence all unknown calls, all potential scam calls, all these type of calls because there's so much going on. Indian scammers, Nigerian scammers, hackers, so much going on. So many compromises and leaks. Like there's been a data leak. Like we see all this going on all the time, but people don't take it serious until it happens to them. Gotta be more serious. Gotta take it more serious. Gotta be more cautious and gotta be more aware of what's going on because nobody wants to be a victim of this. So if you know this information and you see it and happen, a red flag will come in your head and you'll know how to protect yourself. You'll know how to keep that person protected. You'll know what to do. That's why I get this information. And people don't understand that. So like I said, people who get those um notifications that they got loans and new accounts on their credit, why? Because they have Norton Life like they got their accounts monitored from bank accounts to social media. So if anything was added or taken or anything like that, they get alert. Any type of suspicious activity, they get alert and they can go check it out and see what's going on. They also monitor the dark web to make sure your information is lingering on there. They keep you as safe as possible with Norton LifeLock, and they also got like a new 360 plan that's even better. So make sure you guys are checking out Norton LifeLock. Also, start freezing your credit bureaus, your credit profiles from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience. So if they're froze, nobody can get any type of loan, credit card, or line of credit auto loan in your name because it has to be unfrozen in order for them to do that. So if you're not utilizing your credit profiles right now, just freeze them to stay more safe. Also, with these debit and credit cards, we utilize our debit and credit card numbers so much, use them at POS machines. So on a daily basis, most places don't even take cash. When we go to the games or places, they don't even take cash. So we got to use our debit and credit cards. Every time we use that debit and credit card is now on some type of database, and there's always a leak or hack going on. So, like I say, to keep yourself safe, to keep your information safe, every so often change those cards, get new debit card and credit card numbers. Because if that information is on that some type of system and it is a data leak or whatever compromise and that information is there, but you got a new card, that information will no longer be valid and you'll keep yourself safe and protected. All right. So make sure you guys are getting new debit and credit cards with new numbers every so often. All right. So just staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware because this is a crazy and dangerous world that we live in. And people don't believe in that stuff can happen until it actually happens to them. And then they want to boo hoo and cry about it. Just keep yourself safe, keep yourself cautious, and be more aware of what's going on so you could just it won't happen to you. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there because without y'all there being on me, y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one unlimited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on my Cash App, on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 10 seats for each one, 250. We're gonna talk about anything and everything y'all want to talk about from business, personal credit, investing, real estate, wholesaling, passive income. We're gonna talk about it all professional conversations, all fun. In these videos will go on my podcast, so make sure y'all ready to be have some fun. I had some good conversations. Also, make sure y'all book y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gems, 3,500, $500 deposit, the rest of the money be in person. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month long mentorship, 2,500, 30 days, anything you need help with. Let's get to work. Still make sure y'all check out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameraman, women, gamers, streamers, and content curators. Um, Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitch, my IGs, my TikToks. Got multiple IGs, got multiple YouTube channels. Make sure y'all check out my music channel, King Hustle X1M. My latest mixtape, Hustle and Flow, just dropped a new music video and 2 new singles. So make sure y'all go check them out. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.